Hey guys, T2 out here. Welcome back to the Titan Predators channel. In today's video, I want to give you my thoughts, my opinions on this new variant. Now, obviously, with this video and what we are discussing, what we are talking about, there are things I can and can't say, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Now, if you watch any other prepping channel, they're going to tell you that the sky is falling, that the end is coming, that it is here. But that's just not true. You see, my opinions on this new variant are the exact same as the last 4 or 5 variants that have happened. It's just a new news cycle. People were tired of hearing about this virus, so they had to make it sound worse than what it was. They had to make it sound more appealing. You see, we run a 24-hour news cycle. For 24 hours, we have to talk about something. We have to talk about anything. Right now, the biggest story is the story that you're not hearing. Jeffrey Epstein, his associate, she is on trial right now, and the things that are being discussed in her trial are so vile, are so repugnant, that they are actually blocking media from being in there. They are blocking the news stories from getting out. Now, it just so happens that her trial has every big name celebrity, every president, every prince involved in it. And yet, you probably haven't even heard about it. So now the biggest story on the world is this new variant. How it developed in South America, I believe, and how it's coming to get you, how it's changed, how it defeats the jab, and how it's going to come after you, and how it's going to get you, and really? What happened to the last 3 variants? They did absolutely nothing. The last couple of variants that we've had were big news stories for about a day, maybe a week, right? And then they disappeared. But yet you look at the prepping channel and the prepping market, and here they are spouting out their fear porn, spouting out lies about this new variant. The same crap that one channel is putting out, so is the other. How we're going under full lockdown, how this kills 100% of anyone that has it, how it does X, Y, and Z. Y'all remember Zika? Yeah, Zika virus. More people were experts on the Zika virus than actually had it. Now, you might be thinking, why are you bringing Zika up at a time like this? Because Zika was a news media cycle for about 3 weeks, maybe a month. And it was supposed to be this big, deadly plague that everyone was supposed to catch. Babies were going to be born with heads 3 times the normal size. This was a deadly virus. Nothing ever happened. You see, you can go all the way back into the early 80s, early 90s, and you can say the AIDS epidemic. Oprah Winfrey. Yes, that Oprah Winfrey was on her show, on her news media information show, and she was talking about how by the year 1995, 1998, whatever it was, how 1 in 4 heterosexual people would have AIDS. Obviously that didn't happen. So why am I discussing these 2 other viruses that have nothing to do with the current variant? Because it's all a lie. You see, you can follow any of these prepping channels and they're going to tell you that it's the next biggest thing, it's the next AIDS epidemic, it's coming to get you. It's just not. It's going to be a news cycle for a couple of weeks, and then it's going to disappear just like all the other ones. Now you might say, well, why would Johnny Fear Porn Prepper lie to me? To get clicks, to get views. Because if he can leave you in a state of fear, a state of panic, you're going to buy his food through his link. You're going to go to his Amazon and pick up things. You're going to go and you're going to buy extra food from Walmart, wherever you shop. And you're going to say, thanks, Johnny Fear Porn Prepper. You helped me out. And it's going to get him the clicks. It's going to get him the likes. But the truth is that this virus, this variation, hasn't changed. At the beginning of this video, I talked about the vaccine issue, the vaccine case, and how you haven't heard from it. You wonder why. Because this new variant just happened to pop up the same week as her trial, and until her trial ends, you're going to keep hearing about it. So if it lasts for 2 months, this new variant is going to be all you hear. If it lasts for a week, this new variant is going to be all you hear for a week, and then it's going to die off quicker than all the other ones. They cover up the news cycle with what they want to talk about. They don't want to talk about how former presidents and princes and celebrities have been involved in this child sex trafficking case. They don't want to talk about that. But what they do want to do is scare you and make you believe the fear porn that they are putting out. You see, fear and sex sells. You can't sell sex on public mainstream media. You can sell fear though. And it's the fear that drives the ratings. And prepper pages are no different. You see, because I put this video out, I'm going to get a bunch of dislikes, I'm going to get a bunch of hate. But that's okay, because I don't care. But if your only job is to make YouTube channels and make YouTube content, you want more people to see it. So you want more people to go onto your channels and to click your fear porn based ideas and ideologies, because that drives revenue. You see, many of these big channels, this is their only job, is creating content. And instead of telling you to prep up for the winter storm, instead of telling you to prep up for the hurricane, the tornado that could possibly be on the way, they want to tell you to prep up for what's in the news media cycle. Now, don't get me wrong, I believe that there are going to be people who die because of this new variant. I believe that there are people dying now from the original. But end of the world, the apocalypse situation, the true SHTF that's coming for you, lockdowns, mandatory this, mandatory that, not happening. Because in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, this new variant will disappear. And if you don't believe me, if you're sitting here watching this video going, oh man, this dude's full of crap, I don't believe him whatsoever. I find it very interesting that we have had some major outbreak every 4 years, every election cycle. But mark my words, come back in about a month, come back in about 2 months, and tell me that I'm right. Because I will be. Because right now, all that's happening is a bunch of fear porn prepping channels are getting their clicks, are getting their likes, are getting their views. CNN, Fox News, they're both doing the exact same thing, only we harp on them about doing it. You know, can't trust the mainstream media, but where are all these people getting their information from? Oh, that's right, the mainstream media. I guess prepping channels have now become the new news cycle, where all they do now is read whatever is on the front page of the news, right? They go Fox News to CNN, the AP, to Washington Post, and they just click, and then they read through it. That's what some of them do anyway. That's cool. All you're doing is regurgitating the information that some other news source put out there. And these are the same news sources that you say can't be trusted, but yet you're getting your clicks, your views, your likes from reading the information that they're putting out. Makes you wonder. So again, come back in 2 months and tell me I'm right, because I will be. This new variant isn't going to change anything. It's not going to cause new lockdowns. It's not going to cause 100% death rates. All this thing does is give the news media something to talk about on their 24-hour rotation cycle. That's it. They don't want to talk about the child sex trafficking because their customers, their providers, their bankrollers are part of that. No, what they would rather do is discuss something that probably isn't nothing anyway. Now, of course, I'm not telling you not to go out and be prepared. You should be prepared. But you should be prepared in spite of this new variant. You should be prepared either way. Fires, floods, hurricanes, volcanoes happen all the time. You should be prepping for those, not some new variant to take over. And this is the only channel where you can hear the truth. The other channels just read off whatever CNN, the AP, the Washington Post are putting out. But guys, that is the truth about what's going on with this variant. So guys, that's all I got for today's video. Hope y'all enjoy your day. T2 out.